Hello, and welcome to FinTech Silicon Valley Crypto News with me, your host, Shane Glenn. This week we're recording from an undisclosed location high in the mountains above Lake Tahoe, California. For the news this week, we have Switzerland adds regulation, the United States says no regulation soon, Western Union announces a test involving cryptocurrency, and Telegram closes in on a $1 billion ICO. First up, Switzerland, which was one of the original homes of the lightly regulated ICO dating back several years, announced a new set of guidelines for token offerings. FINMA, which is the Financial Market Supervisory Authority of Switzerland, the Swiss market regulator, announced that tokens in the future would be put into one of three categories: payment tokens, utility tokens, and asset tokens, with that last class of asset tokens being regulated as securities. Now, these categories shouldn't seem as fixed as they might sound. FINMA did acknowledge that it would be possible to have a hybrid token which fit into more than one category, and it would also be possible for a token to move from one category to another depending on how its use evolved over time. The FINMA guidelines are available online, and they're definitely worth reading for anyone who's interested in this space. Now, in contrast to Switzerland, the people operating ICOs or organizing ICOs in the United States should probably not expect new regulation that's ICO specific anytime soon. Last week at the Munich Security Conference, White House Cybersecurity Coordinator Rob Royce said that he didn't think the US was close to announcing regulations and that no announcement should be expected. This largely matches comments made from Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin earlier that week, in which he said that he didn't view ICO regulation as being a major concern, especially compared to what he called out as being the major concerns involving cryptocurrency of fraud. Now, moving from regulatory news to business news, Western Union, which is one of the oldest and largest money transfer services in the world, finally formally admitted that it was pursuing tests involving cryptocurrency technology. This has been rumored for a long time, but finally last week, Western Union CFO announced that they were in a testing phase with the payment company Ripple. Details are sparse at this time, but it's most likely that the tests involve the RippleNet network and the X-Current product. This is more good news for Ripple, which in the past several months has been rolling up a series of very high-profile tie-ups and testing relationships with established international banks and money transmitter services. So good job, Ripple. Now finally, going from the company that used to send telegrams to Telegram the company, Telegram, the popular messaging company, announced in an SEC filing earlier today that they had raised $850 million so far in their ICO, with more money to come. This is more than 3 times the amount of money that Tezos raised last year, which was at the time the largest ICO ever, with a raise of around $230 million. The announcement was part of an SEC filing that also disclosed that Telegram had an ultimate goal of raising $1.2 billion, which would make this ICO not only the first billion-dollar ICO, but also by any standard and any way of measuring it, the largest ICO by far, probably the largest ICO that we may see in 2018. The filing further stated that the money raised would be used by Telegram to develop the Ton blockchain and also to build out new features on the Telegram messaging app. That's it for this edition of the Crypto News. You can always find the latest info on fintech and blockchain technology, news, events, and meetups at FinTech Silicon Valley's Facebook page or at fintechsv.com. Thank you.